Hello and welcome to a gameplay for all seasons. First off, apologies for not making as many videos as I would like to have made recently. There's been a few gaps. I will be endeavouring to ramp up the videos. So much to talk about on Hogwarts Legacy. Now, for all intents and purposes, when you watch trailers, it very much looks like in Hogwarts Legacy, there is going to be a big focus on customization. You only have to watch through the trailers, the way they talk about how you can mix and match the spells to do all sorts of different styles of combat, and also the way they talk about Hogsmeade and all the different things that you can get there. But one thing I'm really interested in, and we've been talking about this for over a year now, is around personality. How customizable is your personality going to be in the game? And I've been looking through the trailer to try and work out clues from that as to what that may look like. As I say, intention is to ramp up videos back to the frequency you used to have them, so hit subscribe if you are someone who's very interested in Hogwarts Legacy. So when it comes to personalities and gaming, there's probably three loose subsections I'd put in how they deal with that. The first would be where you have no real choice over your personality. So think a game like Horizon Zero Dawn. That was an excellent game, but no matter what you did, you got the same ending and Aloy reacted in the same way. That's one type of thing they can do over personality, and is essentially you have the personality that you're given. Now you have a second type, which is more advanced than that, or at least more choice, which is something like Knights of the Old Republic. In that, you get the option to be good or you get the option to be bad. There's very little in between that, and in a way, those two are quite extreme. So that's better because you get at least that choice, but is still quite basic. Now, obviously, there are games out there that offer something more. An example of that would be the Life is Strange series. Now, if you've played a game like Life is Strange True Colours, all the way through that, you get different choices. It's made really clear to you as you go through that those choices are going to affect the game and are going to affect people's personalities and the way people treat you. Now, obviously, that third approach is much more advanced. But as should be noted from that, as opposed to the previous two, Life is Strange really is an emphasis on the personality and on your choices. And the action is very much secondary to that. Whereas the first two, generally, it's the action and the personality is second. Now, what would I like to see? I'd like to see a game that wants to do both. Because Life is Strange True Colours was a fantastic game. Knights of the Old Republic, fantastic game. Horizon Zero Dawn's fantastic game. But I just feel like if they are genuinely letting you be the witch or wizard you want to be, I feel it really is important that you do have control over your personality type. Now, having a look through the very latest trailer that we had, so the 14 minutes of gameplay, in that I'd say there's probably 4 references that could maybe suggest something around how they're going to approach the customization of your own personality. Now, the first thing is what they mentioned right at the beginning. It says you can create the witch or wizard you want to be. Now, that's an interesting one. And if you look at the graphics on screen when it's talking about that, that very much suggests that you can set the way they look, they talk, and maybe there's going to be some background that you can set and things like that. But it doesn't really, to me, particularly as the fact you're saying it right at the beginning, suggests that it's going to in any way affect your personality. Now, the next reference they make to being good or bad is they talk about if you're feeling benevolent, you can save fantastic beasts. Now, to me, though that's talking about good or bad, I get the general impression that's more talking about if it's something you want to do. Maybe you don't care that much about that part of the game and you're just going to carry on and leave them. It doesn't really feel like that's a decision of being good or bad. Now, the third one, and perhaps the most interesting, is when it says you should be careful where you choose to explore as it may lead you down a darker path. And I think this is a really interestingly worded sentence, because this obviously means you can be good or you can be bad at least, but the fact it's saying it's where you choose to explore suggests to me it's not really about your interactions and the way you treat people, but potentially more you go somewhere and you almost get to choose to go down that dark path. So that doesn't really talk to multiple personality types and the fact you can be good, bad, or one of the many places within the middle of that. To me, that just suggests it's talking about one path. So you're either good and there's this dark path that maybe you can get onto if you do a certain thing. And the last thing it mentions that really talks to this is very similarly worded to the first one. The first one said create the witch or wizard you want to be, and this says become the witch or wizard you want to be. And I'm sure that similarity is not by coincidence. So what does that mean to me? Well, the fact it talks so much about, you can really delve into potions, you can delve into the fantastic beasts, you can delve into all the dueling elements. And the fact it feels like you have some influence over your companions, which is probably worth another video. I'm not sure that's really talking about your personality type. More so about what talents you choose and what you actually do within the game. So if you put all that together, and the fact it is a 14-minute video, so it's quite long, there's nothing overly here that suggests they are going to go for that multiple personality type. However, I would note there doesn't seem to be any other games out there that are actually so focused on the action and the customizable element as well. And I would say as well, it is just one element of the game, so they can more than make up for it in other areas. If you're thinking you're going to go into the game being able to have full control over your personality, you know, be someone who's a little bit sarcastic and nice to some people, not nice to other people, and different people reacting to you in different ways, I'm not sure that's going to happen. Maybe it is. We've still got time for September to find out lots more about the game. And maybe I've missed something. Let me know in the comments if you think I have. And let me know how important you think this element to the game is as well. I hope you've liked this. If you have, liked the video, and I'll see you on the next one.